All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Saturday morning, a late night edition of KFTV post-game live presented by HelloFresh. CP the franchise, Alex Rataros on the ones and twos. Oh, we're hitting the music tonight because the New York Knicks would head into the Valley of the Sun after a letdown bum night in Utah, faced with tough odds up against the Phoenix Big Three. But after Bradley Beal went down, it was Jalen Brunson night, folks. Captain Clutch, a masterclass, 50 points. Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson with an all-star performance over KD, over Devin Booker. And he would not let his New York Knicks leave Phoenix without a victory, man. But this was a big team victory because the Knicks got excellent contributions from their bench. Quentin Grimes, R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and Julius Randle would close the door in the fourth quarter. Knicks outscored the Phoenix Suns 42-23 in the fourth and ride out with a victory, man. Let's get it going, man. CP the franchise, Alex Rataros on the ones and twos. Al, I was a little delayed because
I see.
It called for it. It called for it, bro.
I see.
We had to pull up.
Hey, look, and totally right, man. You gotta drink on a night like this.
Salute, man.
Salute. I would join you, but I got like 5 hours before I gotta wake up again for a little man. So
yeah, I hear you. I know the feeling, man. Let's take the bow off on this thing. You know what? I was so excited about this thing. I didn't even update my graphics on KFTV. So bear with us. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. It's late, but we gonna get everything in order. No worries. We here. CP the franchise, Alex Rataros. All right, Al. Brunson. I mean, let's just start off with the 50 piece, man. I don't even know what to say because you know what? I like this matchup tonight. Obviously, this was my pick for underdog fantasy. The number was like higher than 24.5 points. You know, Phoenix can't stop anything at the point of attack. And with Brunson, when he has off nights like he did in Utah, he always comes back with a great effort. And tonight, he was absolutely unconscious. It didn't matter who the Phoenix Suns were throwing at him. It didn't matter whether it was Booker, it was Goodwin, it was Nasir Little, it was Nurkic in the drop coverage. Jalen Brunson was going to pick you apart tonight, and he was incredible. 9 for 9 from downtown now. The most threes in the NBA without a miss. Record night for Jalen Brunson, bro. I mean, just talk about let's just talk about that performance before we get into the game story, man. That was incredible, bro. Incredible.
Woo. You know the last time that someone went 9 for 9 from downtown, that was a New York Knick?
Yeah.
Latrell Sprewell. Back in February of 2003. So it only makes sense that a guy that was always around those guys drops another perfect outing from downtown. Jalen Brunson, man, 50 points. There's so many stats that we can go off of right now. I mean, let's talk about this one. He's the last person to have over 40 points, 5 assists, and 5 steals in the game was none other than Walt Clyde Frazier back there. All right. And that was back in 1973. You want to know another stat, CP? There's another good stat that I think you'll like hearing for the company that Jalen Brunson has joined for this season. For the only active players to record 45 plus points, 5 plus rebounds, 5 plus assists, 5 plus steals, and 5 plus threes in a game is Jalen Brunson and LeBron James.
Wait, repeat that. Run that back. Let's make sure that that we can get this to Kenny. Does anybody know Kenny Smith in the chat? Does anybody know Kenny? Hey,
Kenny Smith, the guy that said that we don't have the best player on the court, but yet we decided to have, I don't know, one guy take out Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. And hold on, the only active players to record 45 plus points, 5 plus rebounds, 5+ assists, 5+ steals, 5+ threes in a game. Jalen Brunson and LeBron James. I'm actually disappointed I'm not wearing my Brunson jersey right now, but it's being cleaned. So that's what's got to happen, man. But
unreal.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable performance, man. And they were able to secure the game ball for him. I love that. I love
Yeah,
the
I love how Randall had it over his head. He's like, no, no one's taking this. No one's taking this.
No one is taking the game ball tonight. I love that. The team was riding for him. Everybody was happy for him. The whole city's happy for him. I mean, that performance, Al, you know, Melo's 63 was great, but it was on a bum night. Like, let's be real. It was on a bum night against the Bobcats.
Yeah.
Yo, I got to put this one up. In recent times, you know, like the Bernard era will say, you know, Bernard's was always great, and Ewing in his prime was always, you know, he would have those like 50-point, 20 rebound games, but this is right up there, bro. In our time, this might be the best performance. This might be the best performance, bro.
It is. I mean, think about it. We had a 50-point performance from Julius last year, but it was a loss to the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
We're talking about a 50-point performance.
48.
We're talking about no, I'm talking about last season.
Season. Wasn't Julius's 48 against the Timberwolves, or was that 50?
It was 50.
It was 50. Okay.
Yeah, it was 50.
Yeah.
I look, man, the fact that Brunson, he just started, and the thing is, like, I was like, it wasn't even like he was bad in the first half.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, we're going to have a regular Brunson night. You saw that we didn't have the defense locked in, but not only did you see the defense turn up, Brunson decides to have 19 points alone in the third quarter. Without that type of performance, man, the Knicks aren't in this. And then to keep that rolling in the fourth, man just took over. And, you know, you mentioned it at the top of the show. I mentioned it for pregame, before play-by-play. Brunson doesn't have back-to-back bad games.
Doesn't have.
You knew he was going to come
games,
correct,
bro.
man.
Nope.
You know he's going to come correct. You know he's upset at himself when he doesn't have a good outing. But to bounce back like this, that was insane. And people were saying 57 against Miami. Was it 57 against Miami?
Was it 57? Yeah, 57 against the Timberwolves. He had 57 against the Timberwolves.
It was Timberwolves.
That 48-point game was against Miami when he hit the buzzer beater at the end. All right. Correction on that.
Yeah.
Correction on that.
There we go.
This one's still better. The point still stands. This is still the best Knick performance in probably since Melo's 63. Definitely. And I think it might be better because it was against I think even though Phoenix is still trying to get it together, you had 3 All-Stars out. Even though Bradley Beal left the game early, this was a more formidable team than Melo against the Bobcats on a bum night.
Oh, no, for sure. Oh, look, you have a Hall of Famer in Kevin Durant. You have Devin Booker, who's been – look, both KD and Devin Booker have been to a finals, man. All right? KD's won finals. Yeah. Booker's been to one. You had Beal out there. Yes, he got injured, but still, that's enough firepower where they're still dangerous. I mean, you had Nurkic, who was doing damage in the paint. Yeah. You know, you had Grayson Allen during his Euro steps tonight, and he was shooting well. The Suns were in position to win. The Knicks were down at the half. Like, let's keep it a buck. Yeah. Like, they were down at the half, okay? They could have easily lost this game, and Brunson decides to turn up, all right? You still had solid contributions from the rest of the team, especially the second unit in the fourth quarter to extend that lead, right?
Sure.
But at the end of the day, the way that this team bounced back and won, I don't know, it's up there with the 21-point comeback performance against the Miami Heat, man. I think this is even more impressive because
on the road.
It's on the road. You just had a terrible night against Utah, right? And I think for the team, even though they're not necessarily positioned well in the West, it's still a competitive Western Conference.
Yeah.
That team has championship aspirations.
That's right.
So I don't know. That's up there. It's between that and Miami, man. That those are some of the best wins of the season.
For sure. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boy CP and Alex on the ones and twos. 1,400 people on the chat on the late night check-in. Throw some 50s in the chat to let us know that you up with us, man. It's 1 o'clock on the East Coast. Brunson just went crazy on the West Coast. We going crazy on KnicksFanTV. Live and direct, CP and Alex. I got the scotch flowing tonight. It was that kind of night. So, speaking of 50, salute to our guy Al RGT85, a $50 super chat. Says 50 burger, baby. Happy holidays to all the KFTV staff. Salute to RGT, man. Salute and happy holidays to you as well. Definitely appreciate you. Who else we got in here? We got franchise channel members in here. Do things. Salute. TM says the player that's not better than Boncaro dropped 50 on 23 shots. Salute. Shout out to Isaiah Jackson, $10 super chat says only the Knicks lose to the Jazz and beat the Suns. Well, look, some nights you're just not going to get up for it, and other nights you're going to bounce back. And what you can say about this Knicks group, led by Jalen Brunson, is they are a resilient group. And I say time and time again, he rarely has back-to-back clunkers, bro. Whenever he has a bad game, he holds himself accountable and bounces back stronger. You look at history. Just look at all of last year. He comes back with a vengeance anytime he has a bad one. But let's start from the top, man. Beal goes out in this game. They called DiVincenzo. Beal goes out early in this game. They called Dante DiVincenzo for a flagrant foul. I didn't think it was a flagrant. He tried to get out the way. Beal actually lands on Nurkic's foot.
I was about to say, it was even on Dante's foot.
He landed on Nurkic's foot, but the call was that he didn't give him space to land. So, all right, so he leaves that game with an ankle injury, unfortunate for him. Brunson starts cooking. The Knicks defense was leaking early.
It was bad.
Nurkic was almost dominating in the first quarter. He was a little too physical for Sims. Sims couldn't really handle him. Nurkic had a game's worth of production in the first quarter alone. So Knicks interior defense was leaking early. Second quarter, KD starts coming alive. Back-to-back-to-back threes. He's killing Julius. Julius is not getting out on him, helping off of KD. Not sure why he's doing that, but that's how the Suns were able to get out, get comfortable, get into the lead. Devin Booker starts going in. Third quarter, Brunson starts cooking early, and you know what? It's funny because Julius in the third quarter early was brutal. And then finish strong. Julius, he's hogging the ball. You're like, I'm pulling my hair out, bro. Like, give the ball to Brunson in the third. And give credit, bro. This Knicks bench, very important in this game. We can't gloss over the fact that this bench unit, led by RJ, IQ, Grimes, Hart, and Hartenstein, really, really held it down between the third and the fourth quarter while Brunson and Randall were getting rest. Those were key minutes because KD was going in, and you needed that bench unit to hold it down, especially against Booker, while Brunson and Randall were getting rest. Those were some key minutes there, and they really turned up. You had back-to-back threes from three from IQ, three from Grimes, and then the top of the three from Grimes off a pass from RJ, and they really broke that open. So then they take the lead now. And then, boom, by the fourth quarter, you had Brunson eruption. And give credit because even though that Knicks defense was leaking early, in crunch time, they got stops. Randall, if you look at Julius, he was snatching rebounds in that fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah.
So they realized the magnitude of the moment, like, yo, we got to clamp up. We were loose early. Now we got to tighten up. Randall did a good job leading on both ends in that regard. And then Brunson. By the end of the game, bro, they were running away from Brunson. Nobody wanted that assignment. They're like, nah, he's too hot. He was burning the Suns. Nobody wanted that assignment, bro. Running from him.
Couldn't do anything. And we're talking about like the bench playing very well, right? I mean, we're talking about 32 points for the Knicks bench tonight. All right. That's from Quickly, Grimes, Hartenstein, Hart. It was just the bench players alone, right? And it's just you have a solid 21-point performance from RJ too. Like, good God, man! Like, you got contributions where you needed all from tonight, and it was an efficient shooting night for the New York Knicks, man. I mean, look, they shot 60% from the field and 59% from downtown. This is a great shooting night for the Knicks, and this is what you need to do if you're not going to have the solid defense with Mitchell Robinson out, right? Yeah. This team has to show up offensively if they're going to stay in games. I mean, we just saw it in the first half. You have Nurkic just bodying Sims, couldn't stop the interior, and this is what I talked about with Gerald Bourguet on the game preview, is that both teams allowing opponents to essentially score well within the paint now, especially without Mitchell Robinson for the Knicks. Yeah. But this has just been what the Suns have been dealing with this entire time. So you knew this was going to be a game of they're going to get into the paint, get their mid-range shots off. Is who's going to be efficient, reduce the turnovers, and shout out to the Knicks, man.
Yeah.
Very little turnovers, especially in the second half. Like they were sloppy in the beginning, but second half they got it together and they made sure that every possession was worthwhile. So Knicks, great shooting night, reduce the turnovers. That's how you're going to win ball games with the New York Knicks, man.
Yeah, and conversely, they turned Phoenix over. You know, they were forcing turnovers, and we didn't even talk about Brunson with 5 steals on the night, including a big one where he picks Nurkic's pockets late in the game and feeds Julius Randle, selfless play, gets Julius the rock for a slam. Jalen Brunson with 5 steals on his own, and Phoenix turned the ball over 11 times. So I thought part of that was Phoenix just kind of being sloppy, especially early in the game. But give credit to the Knicks. I thought their defense also clamped up. Both teams giving up 20 points off of turnovers. 12 turnovers for the Suns, 11 turnovers for the Knicks. That was very interesting. As you said, Knicks shot the ball 58% from downtown, and that was clutch as well. I'm looking for that sequence in the fourth quarter that I really like, because I really got to put some respect on that sequence there, because the Knicks came into the quarter down by 2, 99-97. You had 10-17 mark. You had Quentin Grimes. I think that was the top of the key three-pointer from RJ. That put the Knicks up by 1. Devin Ebanks makes a dunk. Then you had the Quickly 3, which came off of a Grimes drive, missed the reverse layup, and then found Quickly for 3. That put the Knicks back up by 2 again. And then on the next possession, when he quickly dives for a loose ball and gets a steal, Grimes makes that 3 off of the RJ assist in transition. That put the Knicks up by 5 with 9:22 left in the fourth. And I think that was really the turning point of the game, because they never looked back. They never looked back from that point. And when the Suns called timeout at that point, the Knicks, they were holding tight. Ultimately, they would swap out Grimes and RJ 2 minutes later. They had a 7-point lead. Now, I know some people were like, well, these guys are hot. Tibbs went with his fourth quarter guys. He went with Hart. He went with Quick. You know, that's his fourth quarter crew. They got the job done. You know, whatever it was, yes, RJ and Grimes held it down in their minutes, but, you know, he went with Hart. He went with Quick. Bit more defense, I guess, and some playmaking with Quickly's regard, and Brunson, Randle, Quick, Hart, and Hart closed the door.
Yeah, look, I mean, at the end of the day, you could make that gamble if you're Tom Thibodeau when you have Brunson shooting the way that he's doing. So it's fine. I mean, they won, so we're not going to question how the lineups played out, but Brunson was able to seal the deal all the way through, man. I mean, he hit what was he hit his last 3, and it's like, okay, he's not missing at all, man. I mean, he went perfect 100% from the third quarter. So that type of effort transpired to the fourth. So once again, doesn't matter who you're closing with when you have a guy that's just scorching hot like that, and it's your top dude.
Yeah.
So we're not going to question lineup rotations tonight. If this was a tighter game, stuff like that, you may hear it, but at the end of the day, because of Brunson scoring 139-122. And this is like, we're talking about Brunson, but like the fact that you had great scoring, like you had good scoring from Randall. So like he went 10 for 60 from the field. It was an efficient night. You had 6 of 10 from RJ, 21 points. Like he got to the line and hit 8 of his free throws. You know what I mean? Like, we're only talking about Brunson because it's a 50-point performance, but the shooting overall, like everybody else stepped up.
True indeed. Some other key moments in the fourth. I'm just looking in my notes. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Throw some 50s in the chat. Jalen Brunson just torched the Suns tonight. Unbelievable. He's a monster. He's an all-star. Kenny owes an apology.
He owes him a what, CP?
He owes us an apology. Yeah, Kenny definitely owes us an apology, man. Absolutely. I'm just looking at my notes here. You had, how about the Randall block on Keisha Bates' job?
Yo.
Knicks up by 10, 5 minutes left. I thought that was a big sequence. You had the Brunson steal with Julius, and then you had the iHeart block on Devin Booker. How about that?
You also had an iHeart block on Kevin Durant.
You had an iHeart block on KD, blocked the jumper. in that sequence. So, you know, those were just some moments there. That's like 4 turnovers right there in crunch time, in the fourth quarter. Timely defense got this done. You know, the 50-piece was the main event, no doubt. But the second unit, the defense, like those little pieces helped seal the deal. And not just seal the deal, but blow the whole thing open. And when Brunson was cooking like that.
For sure. I'm always impressed with iHeart, man, how he just gets these timely blocks against top. Like last year it was against Donovan Mitchell. This year you have him getting blocks. I think he got one against it was against it wasn't a block, but he stopped Bam Adebayo against Miami. And then you get Kevin Durant, you get Devin Booker. He just makes some big, impactful defensive plays, man. Shout out to iHeart, man.
Shout out to iHeart, man. Absolutely shout out to iHeart. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. CP and Alex on the 1s and 2s. KnicksFanTV rocking 124 in the AM. I'm getting we're getting the phone lines up and running. And we are going to get to the Discord as well. Triple M on the Discord.
To start your show now.
Hang on, Triple M. Don't unmute your mic just yet. We're just getting the phones up. While I wait for the phones to get up, shout out to Ultra Black 929, $10 super chat, says I've been subscribed for a while. Keep up with the amazing work. Happy holidays, go Knicks. Sends their first super chat. So thanks for your support. Thanks for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. All right, so the phone lines are up. Call us up 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord, because right now we're going to go to our guy Triple M in the building. Triple M, how you feeling?
Yeah, you hear that tequila flowing?
Let's go.
125 in the morning. 125 in the morning. We sipping. We not name dropping no tequilas until they sponsor my guys. So get on the phones.
Let's go.
You already know the vibes, man. Put the trade machines away. Drop them 50 burgers on the chat, man. The Knicks win. A refreshing win. Well. Look at that. Kenny Smith, Charles, and Shaq.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson winning the game when you got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker on the other side. What do you got to say there? I mean, fellas, what a great win. Look, the Knicks improved to 4-1 when their big three, their ISO 3 scored 20 plus. I mean, that is the cheat code. You guys mentioned it briefly. Like, you just get little moments here and there where guys just hold it down. And that's why, like, when the Knicks lost to the Jazz and everybody's just doom and gloom, they got the trade machine out and everything flowing. Like, we all know the Knicks need that guy. We all know that's the most boringest topic in the NBA right now, but it's great to enjoy these wins.
Yeah,
today.
enjoy the win.
It's great to enjoy these wins tonight. I'm sipping. I'm taking shots. I said I was taking a shot every time Jalen Brunson hit a 3, and I almost passed out. I almost didn't make it to the end of the game. But what a game, fellas. 126 in the morning, and KnicksFanTV is rocking. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the fellas, man. I'm locked in. I'm locked in right now.
Yes, sir.
Important instructions, press 2.
Yes, sir. Tequila Tito on the Discord going crazy. Al, give me 1 second here. I thought the phones were started up. Let me get back to that. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Oh, salute to John Smith. $50 super chat. Says JB, best player on the floor. Thank you, KS. Love you guys, man. Salute to John Smith. Salute to Steven Santiago, Al. $50 super chat says Brunson, 50 for 50. It's only fair. Enough said. Let's go, man. Let's go. I want to take another call real quick, and then we're going to hear from Jalen Brunson. 219, area code 219. What's your name? Where are you calling in from? 219. All right, got to be ready, man. Got to be ready. 219 not ready. 219 not ready. Okay. We see somebody on the Discord. Let's go to Zay. Zay from Maryland. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Zay going once. Zay from Maryland. Going once. All right, we'll wait for Zay to catch up on YouTube. All right, let's hear from Jalen Brunson. Hear what Captain Clutch had to say about his performance tonight. Here was Jalen Brunson. Let's go.
5 steals, 5 assists. 50 points, your career high, and just let me explain how you made history. First, Nick with 40 points, 5 steals, 5 assists since Walt Frazier back in 1973. When you hear that stat and etching your name in history as well, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot, but I mean, I try to focus on continuing to get better. I mean, we got a long way to go. This is a good night, but we got to bounce back and get ready for tomorrow.
I think it's really impressive, too, that Julius Randle grabbed the game ball for you, so you don't have to worry about that.
No comment. No comment.
Congrats on the win. Thank you.
No comment. That's dope. Shout out to JB, man. Well deserved, bro. Well deserved, man.
Oh my God. Whew. What a signing, man. Thank you, Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
I now understand why you're stepping down and why you're selling.
He was so tight about the Brunson thing. He said, I got to just go into the casino business. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Said, let me go waste my money away in a casino and not with these odds and making sure I can keep good players on my team because good Lord, man. Woo.
Unreal.
You let this guy walk away?
Unreal. Unreal. What a night, man. What a night by Jalen Brunson. Incredible. All right, let's see if Zay from Maryland is ready on the Discord. Zay, if you're there, go ahead and unmute your mic. We got Zay? Nope. All right. No Zay, man. No Zay. All right, salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boy, CP and Alex, on the ones and twos. Let's try this other caller again. 219. Are you there? 219. What's your name? Where you calling in from? All right, look like we got a little bit of technical difficulties. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at some of the key stats of the night. Like we talked about, man, 58% from downtown for the Knicks to 40 for the Suns. You had the Knicks 85% from the free throw line now. You know, a stark difference from Wednesday night in Utah when they shot 68% from the free throw line. So they cleaned that up. They played a much cleaner game. They did win the rebounding battle, but, like, you know, whenever you ever remember Knicks games where the rebounds are in the 30s.
Ugh.
You know?
You know, I'm gonna say part of it is due to the hot shooting, so you don't need to actually work the glass that much. But yeah, you know, I hope it's not like this when it's not hot shooting nights. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be bad.
Well, I just think you're definitely right on that. You could definitely attribute it to the shooting, but like when you're also watching that, man, like. Sometimes it's just like, yo, Sims and Ihart. Like, Sims had a tough time rebounding out there, man. He had a tough time out there. You know, Nurkic was really bodying him. The 50-50 balls, he couldn't corral those, especially early in the game. So, you know, Mitch's presence, you could just see it night in, night out, whether it's the rim protection or lack thereof or just not securing timely rebounds. And that's when people are saying, well, they discredit Mitch's impact on this team. Just watch. Just watch. It's a different ball game in the middle.
If you don't, I know Mitch's game doesn't pop off the screen because the NBA is so offensive driven now with how you see all these high scoring games. But if you just focus in on Mitch, you can see all the impact he makes defensively, even offensively, man. The fact that he's number one in offensive rebounding, that changes everything, especially when the Knicks are not making their shots. Like, he cleans up a lot of miscues defensively and offensively. And you need, like I said, you're going to need nights like this, man, from the Knicks to shoot very well to win these type of games. Because without Mitch, it will be difficult to control the glass, maintain possessions if they're not. That's just how this team is built right now. You know, they're not the most lethal shooting team. Yes, they're shooting the three ball very well on the season. And it's at a high attempt with a lot of makes, but still, you just watch the game to game. There's going to be nights where they're shooting very well, and there's going to be nights where they're shooting poorly. And the nights that they're shooting poorly, you need somebody to make sure you can maintain those possessions and clean it up. But, hey, they're able to do it. I think the one thing that stood out to me, man, from all the stats, though, 28 assists for the Knicks, man. You like to see that. You like to see the ball movement get up there.
The ball was moving very well. Again, loved how RJ was passing that ball in the fourth quarter, especially because he had 21 points in the game, but a couple of struggle possessions. But again, impacting the game in other ways. If you can't get the scores, lead that second unit. You and IQ, it's on RJ, it's on IQ. Yes, it's Josh Hart as well, but RJ and IQ, they've got to be the engines for that second unit. And I thought they were fantastic, man. And IQ, especially his defense, and RJ playmaking in that fourth quarter. Those are some key plays of that game. So great job by them facilitating, and Brunson just taking over, man. Absolutely taking over. Pedro Negron, salute. Devin DiPiero, he just gifted 5 franchise channel members. So salute to Devin. Salute to Devin. And also, speaking of the franchise channel members, Al, our December franchise channel membership announcement is now, because we are partnering with Mr. Throwback. Shout out to Mr. Throwback. Yup, Mr. Throwback hit me up, said, yo, listen, let's do this collab. So our December franchise channel member giveaway is going to be a $100 gift certificate to the Mr. Throwback store. And we're going to give that away on Tuesday at 12 p.m. during a live matinee edition of KnicksFanTV. So one lucky franchise channel member is going to win the gift card. $100 gift card. All you got to do is join the franchise channel members, man. $4.99, less than a cup of coffee, man, to support the wave. And we are going to give that away, man. We're going to give that away. It's a good deal.
Nice. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Mr. Throwback, man.
Shout out to Mr.
Get
Throwback.
Get some cool merch.
Get some vintage Knicks merch. You know, go to Mr. Throwback, get some vintage Knicks merch, vintage Knicks jerseys. You know, we talked about Latrell Sprewell tonight. Maybe he's got a Sprewell jersey in one of those champion joints. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe one of those champion joints. So
yeah.
So salute to Mr. Throwback, man. Absolutely, salute to Mr. Throwback. Okay, let's see who else we got in the chat. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. And if we got Zay from Maryland, Zay, we're gonna try you again on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Zay, going once. Yeah, I don't think we got Zay, man.
Could be asleep.
He came back into the oh, I see what it is. Hang tight. No, it's regular. We're good. We're cooking. We're cooking here. Yeah, I don't know. I know what. I'll jump out of the Discord and jump back in. See if that works. Sometimes that's what you got to do. KG7 full Viejo, he's in here. Salute to CK2K. Excellent job on the play-by-play. You as well, Al, on the pregame. Good job by you guys.
6-2. CK 6-2.
CK 6-2. Salute. Shout out to Yard Out TV. $5 Superchats as somebody tell Kenny the Pet Smith, to relax. Besides, he was never the best play on the court or his show for that matter.
Wow.
NYK all day. Yard Out TV. Dropping the bombs on him. Let's go.
Sheesh.
Let's go, Yard Out. Ethered them. Salute to Tyler, man. See at KFTV Tyler joining the franchise channel members, man.
Let's
That's
go.
home team. You know what I'm saying? He wants that Mr. Throwback giveaway. You know? Carlo Hendricks, $20 super chat, a $40 super chat. Says Kenny Smith wasn't even the best role player when he was in the league. And he was terrible in the dunk contest. That's
Kenny the Jet just getting roasted tonight,
he's
man.
He's getting flamed. Redman's MagFed Games says, finally our signature win. Let's go. Clips, take notes. We want that smoke. Yeah, I would put this up there. Where are you ranking this one, Al? Are you putting this one up there or the Miami Heat win? Which one? What's number one right now? Or the 19-point victory? I mean, the Knicks were down by quite a bit in this game. You know, KD and Book were cooking at one point. And
second quarter, they were cooking.
They were. But, you know, they were a resilient bunch, man. But even, you know, you go into the third, they're down by 10. I see, in the third.
Third, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to the box score again. Largest lead. I don't remember.
10 points.
10.
10 points.
There you go. 10. You're down by
10
10.
points.
Came back and won by a dub. They dubbed them. Hand over the controllers.
I'm going to go with Miami. Miami's the best one.
Yeah?
I say Miami's the best one because it's a 21-point deficit that you came back to win by. However, this is the best for an individual performance for Jalen Brunson, just because obviously 50 points.
Okay. All right.
And to have 50 points I'm gonna go that. It's very close though. Very close. Where are you going with it?
I got to go with this one, man. It's a 50-point performance on the road.
Mm.
And you were the best, and you and Julius were the best two players on the court that had two perennial all-stars on the court. Because I'm putting Julius's defense and rebounding at the end. I thought those were important. Even though KD had 29 and Book had 28, I still think Julius was more impactful in the end. And he was a +4 tonight.
Okay.
10 for 16 from the fields, 8 rebounds. You know, we didn't even get into player. We're kind of easing into the player ratings territory here, man.
We are. I'll give you this.
I see you can't wait to redeem yourself.
Oh, good God! You mean you can't wait to redeem yourself after you said, "Oh, we can't give 10s on bum nights," but you give a 10 on a previous bum night, and then you have to scold me for this. Sure, let's go. Yeah, let's go. And if no one's seen that clip, shout out to TM for making that one. Make sure to go to the KFTV YouTube channel. It's there. Just go into the videos. It's there.
Player ratings exposed. Player ratings exposed.
I'll say this though, for one more thing for the Heat, why I think it's the best one. You needed that win in order to stay in competition for the in-season tournament. You needed that one.
All right.
And I thought that the Knicks stepped up to the challenge in order to stay, because you saw that they wanted to win. They talked about getting the money for the players on the bench, for the coaches and so forth. It meant something to them.
Yeah.
And so it put them in position to keep pace with the Milwaukee Bucks, who were in their group. And so I'm gonna add that fuel to the fire too. Why that one was also more impressive. It had that playoff type intensity. That's why I like it too.
You know what? You know what's interesting? You know, it's Friday night. The Knicks win. Julius cooked in the end. I thought he had a great finish to this game. We're 36 minutes into the show, and we haven't heard from Mr. Friday Night Knicks himself. Robert,
he's been MIA, man.
He's been a no-show. He's been a no-show lately, man. I think he might be jealous. I think he might be jealous because Jalen dropped a 50-piece tonight. He might be a little jealous because Julius got a little upstaged. I gave Julius his flowers. I thought he was great in crunch time.
Yeah,
it was Jalen's night, man. What do you want us to say? What do you want us to do, man? Doesn't mean you got to run.
I mean, now you are part of the Randall Hive, as you said on the NBA report, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I just feel like going into 2024, I just think it's necessary, man.
Oh man, look at this.
I think it's necessary. He buried the hatchet with me. He extended the olive branch last year. He blocked you. He doesn't like you at all. I'm not blocked. So I think we had left the room open, left the door open for amends. You know what I'm saying? I
hear you. He probably tunes in. He's like, yo, I like this guy. I hate this guy.
Yeah. Through back channels, it was a lot of CAA talk, and before he left,
I see.
We talked before he left. You know what I'm saying? We yeah.
Well, let him know that I gave him a 10 on a bum night, apparently, that you were not willing to do. So let's maybe see if I can get back into his good graces.
Shout out to Elliot Lawton, team #new Elliot Lawton. Let's go. Salute to Elliot Lawton. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats in here. The people are in a mood tonight. Jamaica Queens 22 $10 super chat says, I think this is the best win so far. Our big three all played well. Okay. All right. We can't argue against that.
And it's been a big contention, right? Where you talk about can Randall and RJ coexist on this team and both play well. And we've seen multiple games this season where they both played well and had 20-point performances. So starting to debunk that theory.
Call us up. So the phone lines might be having a little bit of issue, but you can try to call in 657-383-1509 or hit us up on the KnicksFanTV Discord, just like Boogie 561. 561 Boogie, what's good? I'll mute your mic. Boogie 561, I'll mute your mic.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Loud and clear, man. You live, God. What's good?
Yo. Hey, we in 561 Florida. Yo.
Yeah. Hello.
Yo, Brunson with the 50 burger is crazy, dog. Yo,
let's go.
Listen. Y'all can't hear me?
We're listening, fam. You live and direct. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. Let's go rapid fire.
I know it's 2 a.m. All right, look, I'm in Florida. Listen, we need to trade RJ and Grimes and get PG. Listen, we could go to the championship this year.
Thanks for the call, man. Have a good weekend.
Hey, man. One win, we're back in championship mode. Let's go.
I mean, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, man. You know, I don't even know what to say to that one, man.
You telling me, CP? Hold on, CP. You're telling me that the PG-13 Brunson Randall ticket is not the championship winning contender that you're looking for?
I don't even know where to start. I mean, he's going in and out of mute. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm Florida. So I think he's ready to like get it cracking right now. He's ready to go off on a 5-star call. And now we say, let's go get PG. Now he comes with 2K trades. Brunson 50-piece. He wants to call, I'm Florida, at 1 o'clock in the morning on a 2K trade.
What do you say? Trade RJ and Grimes to go get
I don't know, man.
To go get PG?
Go get PG.
Does the money even work for that?
Bro, I don't care. I'm not looking.
I'm just curious, man.
I'm not looking.
You know how I am. You know how I am with this trade machine. I love the trade machine.
I mean, call back any time, my man, but you got to come with some takes, man. You try to throw us off. You just stay on the topic.
That trade doesn't even work, bro.
Stay on the topic.
You're off by $19 million. These got to be even contracts. Got to be within $5 million of each other.
I mean, Captain Clutch just dropped 50 on KD, 50 on Book, and we're talking 2K trades, man. You can't make it up. Let's hear the MSG feed from Brunson. This is a little bit more in depth. So to everybody in the chat, man. We out here, man. We out here. Let's hear the MSG feed from Brunson. Then we'll get to player ratings, man. Let's hear the MSG feed. Here is Jalen Brunson after the game. Here we go.
Factor into tonight. Question: what do you think? A 50-point gem from Jalen Brunson, 7 of 23. You see the numbers on the screen. Jalen, by the looks of you right now, obviously you're tired, but it looks like it's just another night. This was obviously something special. Were you beating yourself up the other night after the loss to Utah? How did that factor into tonight?
Question: what do you think?
I think yes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when I know I don't play my best and I'm turning the ball over, and that's what pisses me off the most. And so, I mean, I just had to refocus.
What do we say?
And I guess I did that tonight.
When you started this game, it looked like it was all just go into the paint. The three-point shot in Utah for several of the players, it was a struggle. But it looked like you had a concentration on, let me get into the paint, let me get some of these baskets first and get myself in the rhythm. Was that the approach?
I mean, I was just playing. I mean, I wasn't really thinking. I was just trying to focus on my mechanics and seeing how the defense was playing, getting to my spot, stuff like that. But I mean, it's a credit to my teammates. And now, I mean, we communicated, we talked all night, and we worked defensively really well. And now we got to continue to get better at that. But the ball went in tonight.
One of our favorite plays of tonight, and certainly of the season. Here you're on the verge of having a career high. You hadn't reached it yet. You get this steal. You have an easy layup. You slow it down and hand it off to your teammate, Julius Randle.
Yeah, I should have dunked it. But I gave it to Julius. I mean, it's just instinct. And we got to continue to get better in our chemistry. And now we're getting better. And everyone's on the same page. We've got to continue to stay on that page.
Your teammates so happy for you. They made sure they secured the game ball.
That's going to be a running joke, I guess, from now on, huh? But yeah, I love those guys.
Jalen, a spectacular performance. One of the great ones in franchise history. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
50.
What do we say, Al? What do we say top of the show? When he
was angry.
I've been saying it since last year. When he has a bad game, he holds himself accountable and comes out in beast mode. You can almost take it to the bank. You can take it to the bank. That's what he does. I mean, talk about resiliency. Talk about being a dog, a leader. That's excellent, man. Cooked.
I love it. I love it. This is why when Kenny said we don't have, like, on most nights we don't have one of the best players, I'm like, what are we talking about, man? Like, what are we watching? Like,
yeah.
And this is the same guy who'll come out here and hype up Donovan Mitchell, but it's like, didn't we just watch Brunson sweep the floor with Donovan Mitchell last season? Like, what are we talking about? Like, this is the same dude that dropped 40 points in the second round against a tough Miami Heat defense. This is the guy who's getting the praise of Eric Spoelstra and other coaches and other players around the league.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Kevin Durant tonight say that this type of performance that Jalen Brunson, if like he's the way he's trending in New York, he's like on a Hall of Fame trajectory. You know what I mean? Like, guys recognize what Jalen Brunson's doing. Like, this is where I just don't understand how come he doesn't get the respect that he deserves around the league. And like, you got to stop with all this nonsense, like the Paolo Banchero and all this type of stuff. Guess what? He is one of the top players in the league, man. He's one of the top players in the league. He should be an all-star this year. He should be all NBA by the end of the season too, the way this man's been hooping. So give this man his respect. Give him the flowers, man. Enough with this nonsense. You robbed him last season, okay? He should have been the all-star. I have to listen to this nonsense over summer where I have to hear Trae Young this, Trae Young that. I should be on this team for FIBA. Get out of here, man. Give the man his respect. And he's humble about it.
Humble, 50-piece on the national stage, carved up. He continues to carve out Book, carves up Book, carves up Spider, carves up KD. I mean, what more can you say, man? That's our point guard.
Do you think Devin Booker's upset that he lost to Jalen Brunson again? Because Jalen Brunson did when he was on the Mavs. You know, he did take out the Phoenix Suns. You know what I mean? He did take out the Utah Jazz.
He absolutely should. He should. He should feel away. He should feel insulted. He should feel insulted. Wow. What an epic performance by Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson, man. Wow. Unbelievable. Again, we barely even talked about the 5 steals, 50 points, 9 dimes, 6 boards, 17 of 23 from the field. I mean, I'm telling you, this was better than Melo's 63, and I'm a Melo guy. Melo's my guy. Melo's my favorite player. This was better than the 63. And it was only 50. I mean, look, 63, still 63, right? But it was a bum night. He did this on the road. When was the last time you seen it? Well, okay, so I think the Julius against Miami, that was 48 on the road. What was the highest on the road? And then last year against Cleveland, Brunson at 48.
Yes.
When he came back from the foot injury.
Yep.
That was on the road. So he topped it. Topped it.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, this, it's, I don't even know what to say about Brunson anymore, man. Like, this is just, he's just phenomenal. I like to get him through free agency on the contract that he's on right now. This is where, you know, you got to think, what's the next move for the New York Knicks? Because you have performances like this, and you got to be thinking like, yo, we got this legitimate superstar on this team. Who's the next guy? Who are we going after? You're seeing all these trade rumors out there, CP.
Yeah.
You're seeing Cleveland in disarray right now. They don't have Darius Garland. They're going to lose him for some time. They're not going to have Evan Mobley for 6 to 8 weeks. He's got to be reevaluated for his injury. Do you go out there and go get Donovan Mitchell? Are you looking at the Utah Jazz because Warren Marketing probably will be wanted for a king's ransom because it is Danny Ainge? Do you think about going to him to ask for more floor spacing and a big man that could shoot? Are you making a move? What are you doing right now, CP, when you're watching a performance like this and you're like, we are a good team? But as Scott Perry said, they need another guy, man.
It's not going to matter because they can't play defense. The defense is still going to be an issue until Mitch comes back. I think that's big. Like, they got the timely stops tonight. But early in the game, man, you know, Sims got overpowered. And that's the thing about Nurkic. Like, sometimes he'll loaf around, but he's a big dude. And Mitch even struggles against Nurkic. He's a big dude. He'll throw his body around. And so it was tough for Sims out there. The rebounding was a struggle. I just don't see, like, without a healthy Mitch or more of an interior presence, they could get KD if they wanted to. It'd still be tough, man. Like, they can't get – I mean, look at what it's doing to the Suns right now. Suns don't have anybody to stop you. And that's why they're going to need they need a little bit more work in terms of their process to build in a contender. They need some defense.
They got a defensive head coach too.
And they got a defensive head coach. Oh, wait a second.
What? What's happening?
I skipped over some. Hang on. We called him out, and he responded.
Who?
Mr. Friday Night Knicks himself. It's Saturday.
Oh.
It's Saturday. He's a little late. But the $20 super chat from Mr. Friday Night Knicks, who says in his super chat, Friday Night Knicks, King Julius and Jalen Brunson excited about the trade with New Orleans. Happy soon. New Orleans.
Well,
who we getting, Robert? Tell us more.
he doesn't have to tell us anything, CP. This is just becoming a longer list of deals that are not going to happen with teams that I know that's not going to happen.
You're not interested? Who we getting? We getting Trey Murphy?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Who we getting? Who's the other wing we like on that team? What's the kid's name?
Herb Jones?
Herb Jones. Are we getting Jones? Who we getting, Robert?
Give me Trey Murphy.
Are we getting Zion for Hartenstein so you can keep Julius here? Who are we getting?
Wow.
Sergeant Sources. Salute to Omen. Right on time. Sergeant Sources. Salute, man. All right, let's get to Dave 8180 on the Discord. Dave, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hello?
Yeah, loud and clear. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
My name is David, man. I'm calling from Queens, New York.
Queens, what's good? Salute.
Salute, sir. I'm just calling to say it's finally a pleasure to get on your call here on your channel, man. You guys are doing some remarkable stuff.
Thank you.
Anything that's anything that's not KFTV, bro, is fugazi.
The
it's
best
fake.
or
It ain't
nothing. The best or nothing. That's what we do.
real. Exactly. You guys are la creme of la creme. That's
Appreciate
it.
you. Appreciate it.
So yeah, brother. Yeah. Let me put it how it is, bro. This Knicks team is their own worst enemy, right?
Okay.
They're their own worst enemy. They show you nights where you're looking like, yo, this could be a championship team. And there's nights where you're like, yo, this should be like in the D League, bro.
This is us, man. This is us. Cardiac Knicks, man.
But the point is like tonight's game is a showing of when they play hard, play smart, and play with desire, this is the outcome. If you play like this every night, you're more guaranteed a win than a loss. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's a fair point.
That's the recipe. It shouldn't be that complicated. We shouldn't be looking about who we're going to trade. We got a team.
Yeah.
We got three ballers that we know could turn it on. We have our three. We don't need anybody else.
Yeah.
All we need is these guys to get it together, look themselves in the mirror, and look at the video. Look at the tape. Look at your bad games and look at your good games. Let your good games dictate how you got to play every night. It's a competitive league every night. There's no nights off. If you take a night off, you're going to lose the game.
True.
That's how I feel, brother. That's how I feel. Right. So I think that this team, we have a good coach, yes. Yeah. Sometimes things that he does is questionable. That's every coach in the league.
Okay.
But overall, Tibbs is a good coach. He's an honest coach. He loves his players, and he's always setting them up for success.
There you go. There you go. I'm going to nominate Dave from Queens as a caller of the night, Al. What do you think? I think that's fair. The 1 being trash, 5 being facts. Rate that call in the chat. Let us know what you guys thought about Dave's call. We got 1,600 here on the check-in. Rate that call, man. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. Let's put Dave up there. And let's put Triple M up there. Tequila Tito always deserves our respect. We'll put Tequila Tito up there and Dave from Queens. Let us know what you guys think so far. And we're going to get some more callers in there. The caller of the night gets a free gift from KFTV, just in case you people didn't know, anytime. So we want good takes. We want good constructive conversation, not 2K trades. Right? We're going to get you out of here fast. You can call back anytime. Well, we want constructive conversations to move this thing forward. So that is why the caller of the night gets a free gift. You know what I'm saying? I think that's only fair, bro.
That's fair. That's fair. So we got Triple M. We got Dave from Queens.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave's saying we're set, man. He says we got the big three. We got RJ. We got Brunson. We got Randall.
Yeah.
We don't need anybody else.
What do you think?
Well, RJ, if you could be a little more consistent, I could start buying into that a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, look, do they have what it takes to beat anybody in the league? Absolutely. And as he said in the NBA, anybody could get beat. I mean, Detroit had us on the brink at home in our building. So look what happened in Utah last night. They lost to a Utah team that's 8-16. It can happen. You know, this Utah team, despite the fact that they're losing a lot of games, look, it's a tough place to play. It's always has been for the Knicks. This Utah team, offensively, they're always moving, constantly moving, and they got hot. And with the Knicks, they just didn't match that energy. That, you know, energy travels, man. And Utah just had it that night. But here you see, make or miss league, and with Jalen Brunson, the basket was as wide as the ocean tonight. You know, and yes, this is what he does. He's a 20-point per game scorer, and tonight he just went absolutely. What do you guys say, the youngsters of Dragon Ball Z? Super Saiyan? Is that what you say?
Super Saiyan.
Super
Jeez,
Saiyan?
God,
Super Saiyan?
Don't butcher the name.
Super
Sheesh.
Saiyan? That's what you guys say? Okay, so we went Super
Thank you.
Saiyan tonight. If you want to drop a Dragon Ball Z equivalent.
Man,
So we'll see.
it's accurate, man. He did
Yeah.
go Super Saiyan.
He did. But you know what I also say? Julius is playing good ball. Don't forget Wednesday night. Don't forget Wednesday night. Julius balled out.
Hey.
It got a little tricky for him in the third. You know, he couldn't handle the double teams and attention, but he got it together in the fourth at the right time and really played well to close out.
Absolutely. Julius has been monster.
Yeah.
Monster performances, man. Julius has been on one for a minute now. And we got to give Julius his respect, too, because, look, he had a solid night as well. Dude put up 23 points, 10 to 16, efficient shooting night, 1 to 3 from downtown, got you 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Man is still facilitating really well. That's been the biggest turnaround of his game, man. The assist numbers, like, yes, I get it. He's averaged 4 or 5 assists in the past, but the intentions now, I mean, tonight was a little shaky at points. There's some double teams he could have easily passed out of a lot sooner, and there were moments where he was forcing, but I thought that he was, like, his passing is still so much better than it has been in years past. Randall's been so good, man. And look, through the last, pulling up the numbers right now, through the last, what we got? Last, I think, 9 games he's been doing. What is it? Last 9 games, Julius Randle has been averaging 27 points, shooting 57% from the field, shooting 39% from 3. Man's averaging 9 rebounds.
He's killing.
5.6 assists. Dude's putting in work, man. Got to give Julius his respect, man.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but to Dave's point, that's the type of play that you need in the playoffs, because it's one thing to beat a team on one night when you're hot and they cool off, but can he do it for 4 games? Can you do it for 4 out of 7? Can you win a battle, 7-game battle, 6-game? You know, playoffs. That's what we mean. You know, these are the type of performances that you want to see in the playoffs from Julius. Jalen will be there. Julius got to carry that, but also, like, you know, defensively they got to tighten up. They have to tighten up defensively.
I don't even want to look at the defensive numbers, man. I mean, prior to tonight's game against the Phoenix Suns, this is what it's been since Mitchell Robinson has been absent. Prior to Mitchell Robinson injury, right? Knicks were 9th in defensive rating with 111.9.
Yep.
The last 2 games, this doesn't include tonight's game, Knicks were 23rd in defensive rating with a 122.3. They're allowing about 120 point CP. And they're doing it again tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 122 points right on the dot.
Yeah.
Right on the dot.
That's
yeah.
Woo. That's the thing,
this is gonna
man.
be tough, man. Like I'm saying, this offense has got to be on one for the Knicks to like survive.
But see, that's the thing. Like you can't rely on that, bro. You can't rely on that. You got to be able to win games getting it out the mud as well, and that's on the defensive end and getting boards. Now, they were able to do that tonight in a timely fashion, in a great way. I love the way that they closed. 42-23, they outscored the Suns, but they also played good defense, you know, with that second unit leading into Brunson and Randall coming off the bench in the fourth. Like, they really played good defense. Your offense is going to come and go. But your defense, that's with effort and intensity, and that's a hard thing to do every night to get up to do. That's where they need to be. You know what I mean? That's where they need to be.
Yeah,
good.
No, I was gonna say, like, do you think that they can play that type of defense? Like, get up to the ninth, like top 10 defense that they were with Mitchell Robinson? Like,
not without.
Keep in mind, you also don't have Quinn Grimes, like one of your better perimeter defenders out there for point of attack defense.
Yeah, not without Mitch. Not without Mitch.
You know, so you don't have Grimes, you don't have Mitch in that starting rotation, right?
And Grimes is putting in work on Book tonight. Let's keep it a bean.
Hey,
Grimes.
They were trying to kill our boy, CP.
Grimes is back. I mean, you know what? Just let Grimes this next 20. Let Grimes get into his groove, get into a rhythm, get comfortable, and see where we at. You know, do we got to go back to it? We'll see.
We'll see. I could also understand why you want to keep Dante out there. I mean, Dante is a good connector.
Yeah.
Like, offensively, if you think of having another guy who can control the rock and get guys set up, Dante does that just fine. I mean, the way that we talk about, doesn't matter if you start, like, when do you get those minutes? Grimes is still getting minutes, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's still getting minutes. I mean, if you're playing like this off the bench, giving us points this way, what was it? He only had 15 minutes tonight. Dante had 19. But if Grimes gonna play more so than Dante because he's performing like in the latter half of the game, that's fine too. But if the defense is going to give up a lot of points from the get-go, then I can also understand why you go back to that system as well.
True indeed, man. Al, I want to salute some special KFTV fans that were in the building tonight in Phoenix, man. Shout out to my guy. He goes by the name of Nonstop Harlem, man. This guy hit me up on Wednesday and was like, yo, CP, I need KFTV snaps ASAP. He sent me the bat signal, and he was like, yo, we going to Phoenix Friday early morning. Will the shipping, if we get expedited shipping, we going to get it on time? I said, boom. Where are you at? Yeah, yo, I'm in the city, boom, boom, boom. I said, bro, meet me at the Garden on Thursday. I'll go out to the city, bro. I took an hour ride to the city, 3 snaps in hand, made sure my guy and the homies had it ready to go to the Footprint Center. Made an exchange, dapped him up, made a good connection, man. Never met this guy before in my life, man. Just went out to the city. But this is what we do, KFTV, man. If your favorite content creator, if your favorite personality is not out there hand-to-hand with the people, they're not real, man. They're not like us. This is what we do. For the fans, by the fans. This is what we do. We live this. Anyway, they went out to Phoenix and was in there with the faithful. You saw a couple of Knicks fans out there that were on MSG. Shout out to my guy, Larry. My guy, Larry, he's a traveling Knicks fan. He literally goes to a lot of the road games. He was in Utah on Wednesday, went to Phoenix tonight to rep, had his KFTV snap rocking, and he was actually on MSG as well. So shout out to MSG for capturing the moment. And KFTV, man, this is what we do, the Road Warriors in the building. So shout out to everybody that was repping at the Footprint Center. According to the MSG telecast with Breen and Hahn, Knicks fans were in there heavy, representing like they usually do. We'll expect the same tomorrow in LA against the Clippers and Monday against the Lakers, man. So shout out to our KFTV Road Warriors, man. Really represented us tonight.
Let's go, man. KFTV Road Warriors all day, every day. And TM said it right in the chat. What CEO do you know that's actually making hand delivery
outside
of products?
Outside
in the cold.
It was cold outside too, man. I had to scully up. It was cold. Let me find a picture of me and homie, man. Here we go, right here. This was yesterday. It was cold outside, man. I was down in the LA. I was down in the financial district by the water, man. There's the wind whipping off the water, off the Hudson. It was tough. East River, you know. Yeah. This is what we do, man. This is what we do on an off day, you know.
On an off day.
That was my off day, man.
This is true. I mean, we had a meeting call. You're like, yo, I got to get out of here. I got to get to the city. Got to make these deliveries. That's what you said yesterday.
Gotta get the people the merch. And you guys can get your merch, man. Shop at KnicksFanTV.com.
And you help somebody who left the cold to go to nice warm weather.
That's it, man. This is what we do. Okay. All right, let's get to the phones real quick, and then we're going to get to player ratings. Mr. Bushido on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
Yo, what's up, CP, Alex?
How you feeling, bro?
Thanks for being here on the late night check-in after
man.
the game.
That's what
you know
we do.
saying?
That's what we do, man.
Yeah, for sure. But first thing I want to get to is that 50 piece, that 50 ball. We needed that after what Devin Booker came and did in the Garden. We needed that W from the Suns, so that was a big thing and a good look. Shut a couple people up. Kenny Smith, we talking to you. You're not good in NYC. Outside of that, I want to piggyback on some of the stuff people were saying on calls earlier tonight. A lot of people are focusing on like trades, and when they're focusing on trades, they're talking about like taking big swings, like Donovan Mitchell. To me, Donovan Mitchell would be a lateral move. To me, he's like Jalen Brunson would bounce. That's pretty much who Donovan Mitchell is. A small two masquerading as a one. So I don't see the need to like break up what we've already got to get him. I think the Knicks are like already a top 4 team in the East, even though our record doesn't show that at the moment. So I think like what needs to be done is like a marginal trade. Like a guy like Wiggins, who's fallen out of favor in Golden State, would be perfect on this team. And like since his stocks are down, we could probably get him on the cheap. But it depends on what Golden State's looking for, because they're...
Did we lose him? You still there? Mr. Bushido. Oh, man. It sounded like the men in suits came after him, man. We lost him. I hope he's all right.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, we good, man. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
We lost like that last 10 seconds. We just repeat what you were saying at the end.
Oh, yeah. So I was saying Wiggins, he's fallen out of favor in Golden State.
Okay.
And I think we could probably get him on the margins. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, you know, and appreciate the call, man. If somebody sent me that, it's funny. Somebody sent me that Wiggins. Somebody sent me a DM on Instagram, and it was like, I think it was like one of those Sports Center Instagram captions, and it was just like benched, and it was Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
And the dude, somebody random person DM me was like, "Yo, what do you think?" I was like, yeah, my man, I'm not really excited about this. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, I'm not jumping through hoops about the guy who got benched on a Golden State Warriors team that's struggling right now. and they blamed him for their problems.
He's also going through some stuff, man.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. No. Pass on that, bro. Pass. Buyer beware, man. Just chill. No.
I mean, he did give praise, CP. He did give praise to Tom Thibodeau for the culture.
That's cool.
And you know what I mean?
That's cool. Respect. No, we good. Nah. No, bro. It literally said benched in big, bold, capital letters. And my man was like, what do you think?
That image, man.
That
was like the most depressing image I could see of the dude. Sheesh.
Nah, man. I don't know. I can't even pinpoint what's up with Wiggins. He's Wiggins. You know what's going on with Andrew Wiggins? He's Andrew Wiggins. That's the problem. That is the problem, bro.
Is that just? Are we going to use that as like defining a player? Wiggins, like they are Wiggins, where they can be good. They can be your second best player on a championship team, but then they can also just fall off in a matter of an instant.
Yeah, that's him. That is him. Like nah, man, nah. Like I said, you can't crack this Warrior team that's struggling. And they're putting the blame on you. Nah, I'm good, man. Definitely good for now. Al, let's take time to salute one of our sponsors of the show, man. That is HelloFresh. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal delivery kit. Go to HelloFresh.com. Use promo code KFTVFREE, and they will give you free breakfast for life. Yes, you heard that right. Free breakfast for life as long as you have a subscription. And HelloFresh is great, man. It's great. It's convenient. So especially when like on game nights and you're getting home and a lot of you guys work long hours. You got to come home, put the kids to bed, whatever the case. And you don't have time to put dinner together, but you still want a good quality meal. go get HelloFresh, because when you order a HelloFresh subscription, they send you a box, all of the ingredients in the box, plus the recipes to make excellent meals. I'm talking about like some gourmet type stuff. And even if you don't fancy yourself as a good cook, it's super simple. The ingredients are fresh, they're clean. I swear by it. I rock with HelloFresh heavy. Great meals. They have a bunch of recipes, so you never get bored or tired of it. And you just, when you go in and you sign up on HelloFresh, you pick what you want. You pick the meals that you want. They send it to you in the box with all the ingredients and the dry ice, just to keep all the ingredients fresh and clean in the box. Boom, you're good to go. Throw it all together. A lot of the meals you can make within 30 minutes or less. And then, boom, you're good to go, man. You're watching Game Time. You're watching Play-by-Play with CK2K, and you're getting ready for post-game with CP and Alex. It's a great deal. And so, yeah, man, go support our sponsors. Go to HelloFresh.com. Use promo code KFTVFREE for free breakfast throughout the entirety of your subscription, just as long as you have a subscription, man. This is my favorite one right here, man. The Italian chicken and pepper sandos right here, Al. This is nice. Yeah, it's real nice. It comes with a chicken breast. You saute it up, cut it up. You get the peppers. They give you the seasoning and everything in the packet. They give you the shredded cheese. They give you the potatoes. All you got to do is slice it up, put it in the oven to make fries, and you're good to go. 35 minutes. This is my favorite recipe right here, the chicken sandos. Yeah, man. So check it out. Okay. All right, back to it. Back to regularly scheduled programming. CP and Alex on the ones and twos. Salute to Olivier Pierre-Paul, $10 super chat, says, it was me on the Wiggins trade. Only reason I suggested him is because he's a way we could get for cheap and get our defense. What do you think about TJ Warren on a one-year deal for wing depth? Shout out to Olivier, man. Shout out to Olivier.
TJ Warren, good God.
Yeah, you know what? I think he was kind of riding the wave of the performance in the bubble.
Yeah. Tell me about it, CP.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. That guy's been MIA ever since.
That one bought him a lot of time, but it doesn't seem like he's bounced back from the injury. And so I'm not so sure. He might not be healthy, man. He might not bounce back. I was always hoping that he might end up being a player. I was interested in him a couple of years ago, but I'm not so sure. He may not recover from that.
My man, he's a free agent right now. He's not even on a team.
Not even on a team. Yeah, so scrap that. But so to Olivier. Olivier's watching, man. It's 2 a.m. 2 a.m., man. So Olivier is a dedicated KFTV viewer, man. We definitely appreciate that. And since it is 2 a.m., Al, and, we are out of our minds for being up this late talking Knicks, let's get to player ratings, man. We still got 1,500 with us in the chat, but let's get to player ratings.
1,500, you're with us at 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
God bless all of you. Thank you all.
First and foremost, where is everybody at, man? Throw your cities, throw your countries in the chat. I want to see something, see where everybody's tapping in from. Are you guys on the West Coast? Are you guys countries? If you guys are from other countries or located in other countries right now, throw those flags in the chat or throw or type it in the chat. And, just want to see where people are right now. Junior Chroma says, man, late. Zachary Starchuck, salute, man. All right, Al. I gave you an hour and 13 minutes. I gave you an hour and 13 minutes to get right. Player ratings, man.
Here we go.
Player ratings is back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's start with...
Where we starting, CP?
Play ratings presented by HelloFresh. Let's start with RJ.
I knew you were going to say RJ, too. I was like, watch this guy start off with RJ.
Yeah.
Watch him try to give me the redemption
start off
for
with
RJ Barrett.
Yeah. What are you thinking there, man?
Where am I going for RJ Barrett? I'm going to go with 9, CP. I'm going with a 9 for RJ tonight.
A 9 for RJ.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown, got 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 21 points. Efficient night for RJ. What more could you ask for, man? For a bounce back game after he went 3 of 16 against the Utah Jazz and looked lost out there, pressing to make shots against Utah. Tonight, he has a solid performance, and the way he performed on the bench unit, man, to give us some important minutes, like, you got to give him credit for what he did tonight. I'm giving him a 9 for his performance.
I'll go 8.5.
8.5. Wow.
Yeah, I'll go 8.5. It was a good performance. Yeah, definitely. An 8 is a great performance. It's a good performance. That's respect.
Oh, the last time I gave him 8.5, you said, "Oh, what are you doing over here? You threw me to the wolves."
He had 27. He had 27 points. I thought you insulted him a little bit. I did. Yeah.
God, free throws.
Well, okay. All right. I'll give you that. I'll give him 8.5 on the performance tonight. Give him an 8.5 on the performance tonight. But I did think that that fourth quarter was his best moments. Even though 8 for 8 from the free throw line is good and 21 points is good, he got his efficiency back, 6 of 10 from the field. I thought that moment where he had to hold it down for the second unit, hold it down for the squad with that second unit, playmaking in transition, finding his guys, finding Grimes, getting Grimes going. I thought that was big moments, man. Those are impact plays. Those are winning plays. I'm giving him an 8.5, man. I like that sequence from RJ. He was chasing around Book for most of the night. That's not an easy task. Went at it with Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen's a scrapper. Former Dookie's going at it. I like that. Good job by RJ tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The way he got downhill tonight, man, was really and was able to get to the free throw line. So impactful. The way to slow down the game, knock them all down.
Yeah.
Like that's where I'm really
pretty impactful.
That's the impactful thing that you needed.
Pretty impactful. Let's go to quick. 10 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a plus 28 on the night for Emmanuel Quickly. What'd you think about IQ tonight, man?
I liked IQ's minutes, man. I think off the bench, I mean, the numbers aren't really going to tell you much if you look at the stat sheet.
Right.
But I thought defensively he played well. I thought he had important shots at the right moment. You know, it was timely shooting that he gave you tonight. And ones that even just stick out to me is like his runner that he had in the paint. Like he was just meandering through the middle of the court, throws up a shot, and it just gets, I think it goes off the backboard into the net. But it's stuff like that, man, where that just deflates a defense after making you work so hard to prevent you from getting a shot off. And stuff like that, that's really important. I like the rebounding, obviously. I thought moving the rock was important as well. You saw how Tibbs trusted him, especially for defense today. Yeah. He was out there with Josh Hart. The defense is what really is doing, and that's why he's getting a plus 28 too. Even though he had 10 points, like I said, this whole thing is not going to show up on the stat sheet of how important he was. And with all of that, I'm going to give him an 8.5, man. I'm going to give him an 8.5 just because I thought it was a solid overall performance. And the defense really is what you got out IQ tonight.
Yeah. Shout out Young Kobe. Young Kobe, we're going to read that super chat in a second. I think I'll go with an 8. I'll go with an 8. I thought he was great with that second unit as well. Defense, as you said, the defense was important. You know, the 10 points was a little low. But they didn't need offense from Quick tonight. They needed defense out there tonight, and he gave them that, handled it with that second unit, especially in that second half, very well. 10, 5, 3 assists. Only 3 of 8 from the field, so that's why I dock him a little bit, just a little bit. But I can't really knock it because the defense is really where we needed him. And hey, he's the quarterback of our defense, man. That's Quick. That's definitely Quick. Okay. Let's go to Julius Randle.
Where am I going for Julius Randle?
Let's go Julius. Let's go Julius.
Man. It was a roller coaster for a little bit, CP.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 8.75.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's the what were you thinking there? Take us through your process.
I love the scoring. 10 out of 16, 23 points, got you 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Like I said, phenomenal. He's on quite a spree right now. But what really irritated me, man, was the lack of recognition during some of the double teams throughout the game, man. And it's stuff like that where when the Knicks are down, I get that you've been on a hot streak, but it's like really reading what the defense is doing and looking for your teammates too. And that type of stuff is what can get the Knicks into trouble. And so for that, I gotta dock him just a quarter. He would have gotten a 9. He would have gotten a solid 9 if he just recognized the double teams tonight. But other than that, it was a great performance from Randall. You know, you talk about needing him and RJ and Brunson to all perform on a night-to-night basis for this team to keep rolling. He did just that. But the double teams, man, the double teams, also the 5 turnovers. I gotta knock you a quarter of points.
See, this is where me and you kind of part ways.
Oh, here we go.
This is where me and you kind of diverge.
The new Julius Randle Hive member.
Salute to Robert Randolph. Robert, if you're listening, make sure you clip this. Make sure you clip this and get this to King Julius in his camp. I'm going with a 9 tonight, man.
Wow.
It's a 9. Yeah. Wow. It's a 9. It's a 9. You know, I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why. I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons. Number one, listen, the third quarter, it got a little dicey. I'm not going to lie to you. I was getting a little tight. I was losing my patience with the way that he was not handling the pressure, the double teams, holding on to the ball for too long, and just not making proper decisions. Especially when Brunson was cooking right in front of your eyes. Like, let go of the ball, bro. Give it to the point guard and stop trying to do too much. However, it can't be understated, bro. When you needed to get key rebounds, when Sims wasn't able to do it earlier, and iHeart was struggling, because I knew Ebanks was going to cancel out iHeart, right? I told Maria that. I told Nick's chick that. Because I think she had picked iHeart on one of the prize picks. I said Ebanks could neutralize him a little bit. And so it was key for Julius to help get stops and help get rebounds, and he stepped it up. He stepped it up in crunch time. You gotta watch that final 6 minutes, man. You gotta watch that final 6 minutes. And for me, crunch time is gonna not necessarily nullify, but if you step up in crunch time, I've got to raise your points.
Okay.
Because that's money time. We talk about it all the time. That is money time. That is when you have to be playing your best, and I thought that's what he did.
I hear you.
Last point. He carried the team Wednesday night. They carried the team Wednesday night.
Oh, here we on
a bum night.
Now we're just coming back from. Now you're telling me we're because we don't do this. We don't do this on bad nights, huh? We don't do this on bum nights when we lose.
He carried the team on a bum night,
but now we're gonna bring over points and carry this over.
We didn't do player ratings Wednesday night, man.
Oh, good God! Hold on. First of all, let me just add something to this. All right, Julius, you had a great night, so don't take this at haste. I'm just gonna say this: the way that you also start the game has an impact on how you're gonna what the outcome is going to be. So, like, if you're doing all that nonsense of just like trying to track the double team and you're doing blade passes, you're accumulating 5 turnovers, that's going to impact, needing Jalen Brunson to drop 50 in order to stay in this game. You know what I mean?
I'm giving him a 9, man. I'm sticking with it. God, I'm staying with it. That's a 9-point performance, man. Stepped up when we needed him to.
You're carrying points from the last game.
Bro, it's leadership, man. Brunson did his part on the offensive end. Julius said, "Nah, I need these boards."
But you're quoting points from last game. What?
Well, I'm just saying he's on a hot streak, bro. He's playing well. He's on a hot streak. It matters. He's got momentum.
I can with you sometimes, man. I really can.
Bisman Singh in the chat agreed, CP. Bisman understand the deal. He's got momentum right now.
There's a few people saying I had a point. Relax out there.
Yeah. Now, people in the chat were saying that because I kind of want to go back in this play ratings thing. And I know we're getting a little bit late. It was 2:30 in the morning.
Sipping CP.
That's what happens. That's what happens. We in triple OT on the post game show right now, but I felt like we got a little disrespected here, and so I want to add in a wild card before we get to Brunson. I want to add in a wild card player rating. Because KD kind of disrespected us a little bit, man. Let's shout out to NBA New York for catching this. Let's hear from KD in his post-game comments. There it is.
Well, the shooters get up into him and make him dribble. Like what's his name? Quentin Grimes, like he can't get 3 threes up. Or 6 threes up. Like he doesn't dribble at all. He doesn't have any free throws in the season. He doesn't have any assists, I feel like, but he's getting 3s up. That's the stuff we can't have. It's frustrating, but I think we'll figure it out.
What did he just say? Did he just insult the Grimes Hive? I mean, tell me you don't watch Quentin Grimes without telling me you don't watch Quentin Grimes. He was right about everything else. He doesn't get to the free throw line, which you would love to see. But Grimes will let it fly. And he's in rhythm right now. He's in rhythm. Kevin, if you haven't been watching for the last 4 or 5 games, Quentin Grimes is in a rhythm right now. And in the fourth quarter, when RJ was finding him, he was knocking him down. Top of the key, right elbow. Bang, bang. Let's go. Bang, bang. He insulted that guy, man.
Well, CP, I don't really expect KD to be tuning in to what the New York Knicks are doing. I mean, the Suns got their own problems right now, man. They clearly got their own problems. I mean, let's just go to the stands because I find it funny how this team with all their dominant players are 6-8 at home. They got their own problems, man. They can't even defend home court.
Yeah.
So if I was KD, I would not be tuning in as well either. But the disrespect to Quentin Grimes, man. How do you not know that this guy can shoot threes? How do you not know? You were in New York last year. You were in Brooklyn, right? I thought this guy's a hooper. I thought was all
he insulted the Grimes Hive a little bit. He insulted the Grimes Hive a little bit, and rightfully so. He was salty because those Grimes threes were daggers. They were daggers in the fourth quarter.
You know what, man? Maybe Kevin Durant also wanted the game ball tonight. You know what I mean? Maybe he wanted the game ball.
Yeah. And he had book on lock. Shout out to Sansa Stark. I'm gonna give Grimes an 8 tonight. I'm gonna give him an 8. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with an 8.
All right, cool. Al, we got to pause the show. Hold on. At 2:30 a.m. Eastern time, we got to pause this show because I need sound effects in here. We just got a $500 super chat. A $500 super chat at 2:30 a.m. from John Shin, a loyal franchise channel supporter. Salute to John Shin. Big time KFTV fan. He's got merch. He's got all that stuff. Salute to John Shin, man. $500 super chat. Happy holidays, he says. Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas to John Shin and his family, man. Definitely appreciate that. Well, whoa. Incredible, man. $500 super chat from John Shin. That's love,
absolutely.
Man. That's love.
Salute to John Shin, man.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.
Cheers
Merry
to
Christmas
John.
to you, man.
Cheers to John, man.
Facts. Thank you.
Lee in the chat says, damn, we need more 2:30 shows.
No.
No. Well, we appreciate the love. Absolutely. All right, Al. Now let's close this one out. Since he dropped the $500 super chat, it's only right we close it out with the 50-piece. Jalen Brunson. 10. We don't even need to talk about this. We open the show with this. We close the show with this. So
you know
10.
how I am, though.
10.
You give out 10s. I go above the scale depending on the night.
Let's go. Go jump out the window.
This is a 15 for me, man. This is a 15 type performance.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Honestly, like just all around, damn near perfect, if not perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I like it. All you'd have to do, I mean, to get like a 20, just not miss from the field at all. But this is essentially a perfect performance. 9 for 9 from downtown. Hasn't been done since 2003. CP. We just went off of all the stuff. I just go back to, if you did not tune in, go back to the beginning of the show. I read off all the statistics for you. Last guy to have over 40 plus points, 5 steals, 5 assists since Walt Clyde Frazier, right?
Yeah.
Last guy to go 9-9 from downtown. Well, Charles Sprewell in 2003, man.
Yeah.
He's tied LeBron James for over freaking 45 points, 5 boards, 5 assists, 5 steals. Only active player to do that. What are we doing, man? This guy, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Unbelievable, man. Tonight was one of them ones, man. I mean, I'm going to watch this game over at some point this weekend. Just to watch these Brunson possessions. I mean, how much are they going to have in the tank as they fly to LA to go take on the Clippers? Clippers who are playing well. Clippers are playing well, man. Now you got to go best with Kawhi, and Harden is playing well. You know, PG's out for a little bit, but it's gonna be tough, man. If they get up and win that game, boy, now you're really talking. That's a big win. If they are able to get up and win that game, that's a big win, bro.
Which one would be more impressive to you, CP? A win against the Clippers or a win against the Lakers?
Lake Show. Yeah, Lake Show. Lake Show's one of the best teams in the league right now. Yeah, definitely. If you can go beat LeBron and AD,
who just lost to the San Antonio Spurs, by the way. They didn't have AD, but they lost to the Spurs.
Right. So yeah, easy 10. I gotta go watch this thing again tomorrow because it was just ridiculous, man. I told you I laugh all the time because it's just how comical. It's just comical how talented this kid is, man, and just give him a lot of credit for raising his game when he knows that his team needs him to do so. That's leadership.
And we didn't have to trade for him. We signed him in free agency.
We didn't have to trade for him. But but that's what I mean by luck, man. Like luck. We lucked into that. Like, just keep it a B. We lucked into that. And we're thankful for it. We lucked into that, man. It's crazy. Crazy how it all worked out. But they got the job done. So, man, oh, man. With that being said, Al, we treated this one like a regular night and went into 3 overtimes. But it was worth it, man. It was worth it. It was one of those nights. Man. Great job by the team. Great job by the squad. Great job by Team KFTV, man. Salute to you. We did a triple header tonight. We did NBA Report early at 4 o'clock. We had a great show about the trades, latest trade rumors. Definitely check that out on the NBA Report for all you watching. We did play-by-play pregame show with CK2K. Great job by CK2K, Gamba, Tyler, Daniel, the whole production team on that. And then we wrap up here tonight on postgame, man. So great job. Get some sleep. Because you might be up for like 2 hours, so get some sleep, man. And next show will be give me a preview for the next show, man.
Ooh, get ready for Sunday, people. Game of the week, Lakers, baby. Tap in. We just had a solid win tonight. You know we're gonna have it. Come on, it's against the Lake Show.
Yeah.
We got my guy Trevor Lane coming in here to talk about the Lakers and how they're doing this season.
11 o'clock,
right?
Know
what it is.
11 o'clock Sunday, so make sure you guys tap
11 o'clock on Sunday. So tap in. We're going to have an early Game of the Week preview, all right? So that way you can get your morning right, correct? Bring your cup of coffee. We'll be ready to go.
There it is. Let me just make sure that I got everybody in here. Shout out to Steven Quintana. $5 Super Chat sends his first franchise channel. First Super Chat, just Captain Clutch bringing D-Book and KD a 50 burger, 9 for 9 from 3, best point guard in the East. Shout out CP Free Throws. Shout out David DiPiero, $10 Super Chat. Someone protect JB's game ball from Halliburton, 50-piece, that's our star. Go find someone for him to play with. They had no answer for the burner. Kenny gonna have to eat his words after tonight. Shout out to Devin, man, big time supporter. Shout out to Pedro Negron. Shout out to Count Olaf's trap line, says 50 burger for Brunson. Let's go. Eric Ward, Brunson 316 says, I just whooped your ass. Shout out to Eric Ward. As a Stone Cold is my favorite wrestler, man. That was a great comment. Jano Mecca Holmes, $5 super chat. Salute to you. Billy R, 23, $5 super chat. Says legendary performance by Brunson. 50-piece like Thanksgiving dinner. Let's go. The Rhyme Animal Chuck D, $5 super chat. Says this was like a playoff win in my opinion. JB move was a shot. First half up and under. That was a prelude to what was to come. Absolutely. When I saw that, I said, it's going to be a good night for him. I didn't know it was going to be this good, but I knew it was going to be a good night for Brunson for sure, especially the way he set the tone early in the first quarter. Ultra Black 929. I've been subscribed for a while. Keep up the amazing work. Happy holidays. Go Knicks. First super chat. Dr. D-Roy Bramwell, $5 super chat. Says Bob Myers was a terrible commentator. He's up there with all those ESPN pundits. The hate is real. Brunson signing is the best contract in the NBA. We wasn't listening to Bob Myers. We wasn't listening to whatever they was going on at ESPN. It was either Breen or it was CK2K on KFTV, play-by-play presented by Underdog Fantasy. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com. Use promo code
90
KFTV
seconds.
for a instant deposit match up to $100. Also, John Smith, always appreciate you. Steven Santiago, thanks again. Lord Steven Stone, salute. Carlo Hendricks. Who else we got? Yard Out TV, salute. Robert J. Loved Randall's energy today, involved on both ends of the floor. Genuinely look happy for the guys. Jamaica Queen, 22. $10 super chat. I think this is the best win so far for our big three. All play well. Shout out to Unknown Robert Randall. Salute. Young Cobe, salute. Says the Kenny the Jet Smith reality show was a dud. We don't watch Inside the NBA for you, Kenny. We don't want that tatted hairline. There they are. Man, they got it. Shout out John Shin once again, man. $500 super chat. Incredible. Appreciate you. Code salute. And John Chin says 2:30 in the morning. You guys are still going. So thankful for you all. For real, it's nothing from the entire. For real, it's nothing from the entire fan base and from our family. John, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for real. And 7 snapped. Welcome to the franchise channel members, man. Al, let's get some sleep. Remember that this show's available in audio podcast format. We out of here. Brunson is a beast. Peace out, man. Later.